Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil lay inside your box now while the angels fly over my headstone.
Yeah, oh yeah, we are back with another episode of the God's Hour. Yep, yes, and we got some serious shit to fucking go over this episode. Unfortunately, you guys know that I don't really like going over serious shit, but we seriously gotta tackle some serious controversial bullshit that, you know, I'm gonna make fun of a little bit. Starting with Danileigh, and if that's her name, Danileigh and the baby's baby mama drama bullshit that was going on Instagram Live. The baby, he took it upon himself to go live with his baby mama drama and have other people film it. Corny. That's real fucking corny. While his girl, Danileigh's over here like, oh, like, you're a man. Oh, what? Yeah, you're such a tough guy and all this. And I want to say the baby was talking about how he was getting beat or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck he was on, but I think it's crazy how social media can empower everybody to be on some bullshit. Like, everyone has to take their phones out and record everything. Everything about their lives, everything about their baby mamas. And it's just very sad to me, bro. I miss the times where there was no phones, where people could actually talk things out, not publicly want to address everything in their lives, which is what now people do. Now, if you're not filming everything about yourself 24/7, you're just lost in BC, before fucking cameras. So everything isn't for the internet, guys. It's annoying, it's corny, and it's disrespectful for you to be on live talking shit and just being a snitch ass nigga for the cops and being disrespectful to your mother's to your son's mother, bruh. Like, come on now. Your fucking kid is gonna grow up and see all the shit that happened with you, your parents, and everything like that. It's no good. It's really no good. Like, really, social media empowers negativity left and right. This is one of the things that I wanted to address first because it's corny. The baby, you got to get your shit together, homie. Don't be out here trying to cover your ass legally by talking shit live in front of everybody just so you could not have to face any repercussions or whatever the fuck. I think that girl Danileigh is a fucking gangster, bruh. She was over here like, what? Oh, word? Yeah, tell him no, tell him this, tell him that. And that shit is just hard to me. I feel like in an era where women are empowered for their own, for a bunch of other things, this is a situation that I really dig. She wasn't a coward. She wasn't afraid to stand up for herself and for her baby, bruh. And fuck the baby on this one. I could say fuck the baby for multiple things, but this shit specifically, you take a super L, bruh. You take this L, Starboy, because this is some bullshit, right? So I just think it's lame. It's super fucking lame that people feel that they gotta do shit like this so the cops can see, so the sergeants and sheriffs and everybody else can see. But guess what? Your son's gonna watch this too. Your son's gonna watch you on live. And yeah, you were cool, calm, and collective and all this shit, but bro, it's corny. It's lame, and let's just be more positive. Let's just keep things private, and let's handle things without other people recording them. And those people, like his team or whatever that was recording and just smirking and laughing there, that's corny, bro. Instead of being like, yo, get off of, like, take this off of life. This isn't a fucking episode of Punk'd. This isn't a reality show where we invite a bunch of motherfuckers to have their own perspective on it, because all it is people recording themselves and their bullshit. So as a people, let's just keep private shit private and help more than hinder each other, okay? So there was that one, you feel me? And you know, I never been through situations like that, but I've been in a situation where people fucking just record and they don't do shit. Like, what are you doing, bro? All you're doing is getting a different angle of the same bullshit. How about you turn your phone off and you tell your homies turn their phones off and handle this shit like men instead of posting everything like bitches, because that's what bitches do. Bitches get online, and I'm not talking about women, I'm talking about them skanks hoes and the bitches that just run rampant with their negativity. That's what hoes do. They get on live and they talk a bunch of bullshit and smack about nothing, all right? So yeah, right? Y'all get it. I got the magic stick. Shout out to 50 Cent, bruh. Straight up. The first album I ever heard was The Massacre. Probably to me is just as dope as the Get Rich or Die Trying album. Both of those albums are probably one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time, in my opinion. I remember bumping Guns Come Out in the fucking 2nd grade, bruh. My pops would take me to school, and I would just have The Massacre. We would just bump the whole Massacre, bruh. That album had PIMP. In the Club might be somebody else's record. I think that's the game. I don't know. I forgot whose record that was. But yeah, PIMP, Guns Come Out. I think Candy Shop was also on that album too. But that's a great album. Shout out to 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Real dope artist, real dope entrepreneur. Shout out to Power. I never seen any of those shows, but I want to now. And what more is there to say? He was signed by Dr. Dre. He signed with Eminem. He fucking beefed it with The Game and fucking Fat Joe, Terror Squad. He might be the last, I mean, Redman said it, but he's like probably the last gangster rapper of that era. Now, gangster rap is probably like held by real street artists like what's his name? Moneybagg Yo, 21 Savage, FBG Duck, rest in peace, homie. And just a bunch of people that you know that's real for real street dudes that came from that got actual hood somewhere and they represented Young Nutty. There's a bunch of gangster rappers now from the newer generation. I definitely wouldn't consider myself a gangster rapper, but I do rap about gangster shit. But I'm not from a hood. I'm not claiming no shit. I'm from the tierra, straight up. I represent all our peoples. And that's just what it is, right? They got scorpions stinging hundreds of people after climate change started flooding in Egypt. And that's crazy to me, bro. I didn't even think... I knew some scorpions could hospitalize you, but there's a lot of motherfuckers getting stung out there in Egypt. Peace to all them. This climate change bullshit, I'm actually really... They're blaming this shit on climate change, but really there is floods in Egypt. I just feel like with the whole climate change thing, I'm not, like I said, I'm not all the way in it, like all in with the idea that we're creating climate change, but I do accept the fact that we're not helping the earth any more than we're fucking destroying it by acres every second for our own bullshit, right? So shout out to Scorpions. Shout out to all my Scorpions out there, the real Scorpions that... Because most Scorpions I see are like either sociopathic or they have like the dark whatever the fuck it is, where it's like psychopathic, sociopathic, and like bipolar, whatever the fuck it is. But all my Scorpions, star signs out there, Scorpion girls are the sexiest girls on the planet, especially with Venus and Scorpio as well. And I want to shout out Weirddough, the producer who made the beat for the God's Hour track, the God's Hour intro, I should say, rather. Who the fuck is that? I hit him up 7 months ago, bruh. 7 meses ago to use the beat. And then I guess he thought I was joking or something, but I guess, oh shit. I got the fucking Pokemon. But basically, right, so Weirddough, he hit me back and he wasn't asking me for a price, but he did say, send me something at gmail.com. So I'm gonna send him something at gmail.com. You feel me? And I just want to say thank you very much, Weirddough, for your contribution. I found that beat, the intro beat, on YouTube. I think it was part of a playlist because people... So how I would go about finding beats on the internet before I had my own team of producers, I would just steal beats from wherever I could, wherever channels, right? So there would be these channels that artists would upload their beats to. So Steezy as Fuck was like probably one of the main channels I would get my music from. There was Action, there was Samurai Hacks. And I think Action and Samurai Hacks made a playlist together of a bunch of different producers' beats. And I never heard this Weirddough beat. And I like Weirddough. Weirddough, he's a dope lo-fi producer. I think he's from like the UK or something. I'm sorry, dog. If you're listening, you're like, man, this motherfucker don't even know where I'm from. Y'all know that this podcast is half informative, half humor, so you gotta bear with me, you know what I mean? Shout out to Weirddough. I didn't know that it was produced by Weirddough until I doubled back and I'm like, oh shit, that's Weirddough. This is a Weirddough beat? I thought it was by Samurai and fucking Action, but no. Those guys are just channel people who run their channels. And that's a dope beat, bro. Me and Chava Styles made Karma out of that. That probably would have been on like Picasso and Matisse 2 or something other than Hands of Time. If I didn't put it on there, because with me, I don't like floating songs. I don't like loosies. I don't like songs where I don't like making songs where they're just floating in space. I like to have a place where I like making albums, and I don't like making Lucy's where they just, they don't go anywhere, right? So shout out to Weirddough. I'll send you some feria soon, dog, some bread. Let's make music. Matter of fact, more important than the money is the exposure and the fans, the audience, and the opportunities that come with me using the beat. I have no problem paying any producer any amount that they ask for. My only gripe or whatever the fuck with that is, let me think about this real quick. My only issue with that is this isn't like buying clothes. I don't look at price tags, and I don't buy them based on brands or who made this shit, or if everybody loves it, or I'm just gonna buy this because everyone wants this producer's beat. No, I buy beats based on what the fuck I actually want to use. And this cocksmoker in this fucking loud ass car. Why do you niggas like having loud cars? I feel like niggas who drive loud cars got loud mouths, like if they're gonna snitch on you. So, and this dude, he got this car loud as fuck, and then he don't even go racing with this shit. He don't take it to no, I'm pretty sure this fool goes to car meets and shit like that, but what is the point of loud cars and shit besides people being like, oh, it's a loud car, this fucking car's fucking sick, dog, fuck, this is fucking, it's like lime color, but when the light hits it looks sunset lime. Like, what the fuck? Like, he used to have like a cherry red dope Mustang, and then I don't know why this motherfucker painted it like Hulk, like the Hulk when he's fucking mad and shit, like the veins in it got a little red, like it's like a Hulk light green with a sprinkle of red in it. Like if you hit that shit with glitter or red glitter on that bitch, I don't know why. Fuck that dude and his pops. They could both get their ass kicked because I don't like bullies, right? And we'll talk about that some other time. Fuck them. Let's get back to Weirddough. Weirddough, let's make music, dog. I'm probably gonna, he followed me on Twitter. I followed him back, so I'll hit him up. If he's listening, shout out to Weirddough. Again, that's the homie who made the intro for my podcast, The God's Hour. Everybody, ya tu sabes, you know what the fuck is good. Shout out to motherfucking Weirddough. You's a fucking weirdo. Shout out to Weirddough. Don't be a weirdo. But where's the beer, ho? I don't even drink, so I don't know why I said that. I was watching Freddie Gibbs on the Geto Boys Reloaded podcast. Dope interview. I didn't even know they had a podcast. Rest in peace to the homie Bushwick Bill. You know what I'm saying? Who don't like the Geto Boys, bruh? I sitting in my room, something about staring at candles. My mind's playing tricks on me. I fucking love that song, bro. It's probably top 10 songs of hip-hop songs of all time. Because if we're looking at 10, if we're only limiting it down to 10, cutting it down to 10, My Playing Tricks on Me is probably 10 at the least. It's probably number 1 on a lot of other people's lists, especially in the South. Shout out to all my Southern brothers out there. But me personally, top 10 songs of all time, I'm Playing Tricks on Me. And they were just talking about dope shit with Freddie Gibbs. Just life shit, him being in Gary. They talked about Freddie Gibbs having gaydar, which is hilarious. Like, I feel like all straight men have that, me included, obviously, because gay people, more specifically gay men, I feel like try too hard to be feminine. Like I've never met a gay man that seemed hetero, like, oh, this fool's like fucking bitches all day. Oh, he's gay? What? No, it's always like, hey, huh? And they're fucking wearing makeup and like Doc Martens and shit like that. There was some gay dude I knew in high school that nobody thought he was gay. But I'm like, this fool's gay as fuck. Like the way he talked, the way he like, no straight man wears Doc Martens except rockers and rockabilly fools, like, or shit like that, like, or else you, or like if you are a fucking biker or some shit. I don't know, but I feel like all men have that gaydar shit, like he was saying. Like it's just, I think all straight men understand that there's an energy when you love pussy, when you love staring at chicks. Like today, I was at the park and there was some beautiful girl. She was jogging and shit, bruh. And I don't like being a creep, but you know a nigga had to be looking at the fatty. You know what I mean? And she just looked good as fuck, bruh. And I don't like dudes who be staring at girls either. I feel like that's a little pedophile-ish. Like it's a 3-second rule, like, right? So you look at them for 3 seconds, then you look away, right? I'm like me, I was playing Pokemon Go. I'm over here catching fucking Squirtles and shit like that. And I look at her. I'm like, damn, that girl's fine as fuck. And I keep going. I'm fucking catching Squirtles, Pikachus, and fucking Chikorritas and all this shit like that. And I look at her again. She's jogging closer to me. She's fucking jogging. She fucking got, you know what I mean, them things looking right. I'm like, damn, bruh. So, Freddie Gibbs, I'm with Freddie Gibbs on that gaydar shit, because niggas be vagina haters for whatever reason, right? And it's super detectable. It's like fucking having spider sense, like beep, 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 beep. Oh, this fool's gay. Oh, shit. Get me away from this fool. You know? I don't got no problem. Like I said, I ain't got no problems with gay people, but I don't like being around gay dudes. It's just weird. You know, we'll get to that later. Freddie Gibbs is fucking dope as fuck. And that podcast episode with the Geto Boys Reloaded, hilarious. I could not stop laughing. Like any time Willie or Scarface was trying to like teach him something, Freddie Gibbs was like, nah, man, fuck that shit. Like he would just go run the other way with it. And that's like a really dope dynamic between artists, because especially the older and the OG generation and the newer generation, because we don't have to agree with each other. You know, we don't have to have the same perspectives. Like my opinions on shit that I talk about, you don't gotta agree with them. And matter of fact, if you got a different perspective, I'd rather you say what that opinion is rather than try to agree with me and be on some yes man shit, because that don't go nowhere, bro. Conflict creates understanding, right? And I also feel like music groups are just great for creativity, not so much for business, because it's like having a family. You gotta treat everybody equally, but when it comes to business, it's all about distributing the right amount for the work, right? So we don't even have to name the groups that disbanded and came back. Every single group from all genres, punk, rock, rap, all this shit, all groups go through the phase where in the beginning they're tight as fuck, everyone's cool with each other, they make great music together, but somewhere down the line there's differences. And it always happens. It's either sooner or later, but at some point, we disagree on things. And that fucks the business up. Whether it comes to like publishing, like that kind of business, or someone being a superstar, or someone even feeling jealous of someone else's work ethic. Shit like that is super bad for business. But if we took the business out, I feel like music groups are great for creativity. Everyone has their own style and their own way of doing things, and it creates like this harmony between different artists that want to do want to fulfill their part in the group, right? So for example, the Wu-Tang Clan is like 9 fucking people. And we all know that they all went through shit as a family, as all families do. But they were fucking making crazy music, bruh. Every track, I remember being a kid and not figured out who Ghost was, who Jizza was, who Inspector was on the track. I remember literally having to figure out, oh, that's Inspector, oh, that's Ghostface, oh, Raekwon. Like, you already knew, like, off the top, I already knew was like Raekwon, Method Man, and RZA. But everybody else I kind of had to figure out, right, in the beginning, like, you know, everyone's first album that they heard, 36 Chambers, right? And that creativity, it just sparks super, super duper interest in not that it sparks super interest, but that it creates great music. All the music that they made was different. It was lyrical. It was enlightening. It was all that shit that is really, really good for the mind. Soulja Boy is full of shit, but he's funny, bro. The Breakfast Club interview, I was watching that shit. Soulja Boy is like one of the only artists that where he could just say some shit and it kind of be true, but it kind of not be, but it's funny as fuck. So you're like, whatever, Soulja Boy. We'll let you slide with that one, bro. The shit he was talking about with Kanye, and it is pretty interesting that Kanye would tell him like, oh, this is fire, or this is going on the album, and then he just talks shit about Soulja Boy on Drink Champs. That's kind of unprofessional, but it's fucking hilarious. And without Kanye saying Soulja Boy's name, Soulja Boy wouldn't have been able to go to the Breakfast Club and promote his little Game Boy ripoff thing, and what is it? He has like a little action figure, like a Fudge Pop or a Funko Fuck or whatever the fuck these kids call it. These kids be into like weird, like as I grow, what entertains the kids always fascinates me. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like Pokemon, obviously everyone knows I love. But Pokemon's been around since 96, my nigga. 90 fucking 6, and on top of that, it surpasses age, bro. It's literally in that nostalgia bracket that you can't get rid of. Old senior citizen niggas love that shit, and little fucking kid, baby toddlers and shit love that Pokemon shit. You already know, bro. So shout out to Soulja Boy. He's hilarious. I feel like he just needs to get his shit together and not worry about being a blood or being from Bompton. Like the last interview in 2019, that was really awkward, bro, where he says he's from Bompton, but he's really from like Mississippi by Atlanta or something like that. It's like, bro, you repping too much shit now, bro. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I was born in LA County. I was raised in LA County. And I'm here in Ontario now. That's my story for the whole thing. I'm not gonna come out and say, yeah, I'm Queen Street, Inglewood families. I'm not gonna come out later and be like, nah, I'm fucking what is it? I'm rolling 60s. I grew up here. Like, no, bro. Like, what you is what you is. But it is some funny shit though when he gets questioned, like when he told him he was from Bompton and all that shit. Hilarious, bruh. I feel like a gang membership really hinders hip hop in some aspects. But the blood, if Charlamagne be trying to give all the Bloods an L, bruh, every time he can, when a fucking fake blood rapper gets on the Breakfast Club, it's hilarious. And it should, I mean, people might criticize Charlamagne for that, but I think it's really dope that he does that, because we do need, like, nobody's questioning the game about where he's from. Nobody questioned Nipsey Hussle where he was from. Like, well, they did, right? But obviously, we all knew. They said where they were from, and they got homies to validate that, right? So, piece of Soulja Boy, that beef he had with Ice-T was hilarious, over nothing. This shit always be nothing. That's the difference between, like, beefs back then versus now. Like, back in the days, fools would get diss records where they get super dissed, they get they chain snatched, they start fights at each other's shows. Now it's more so like people get on the internet and call you a bitch ass nigga, and that's where the beef starts. Like internet beef now isn't like before, where you had a gun on you and insecurity and you were looking behind your back. Now beef is like two motherfuckers talking shit to each other. Fucking lame, bruh. Swear. But hey, come on now. Please don't start with your shit. Oh, there go my dog. He don't give a fuck about nobody. My dog's always barking. It's either because our fuckhead neighbors over here always like to trespass. They think our grass is their grass. And it's super, like, if you're gonna be a neighbor and just completely abuse your right to respect another human being, I feel like you should pay a fine or something, bro. Especially for trespassing. Walking on our driveway to get to your gate because you're too fucking lazy to go around your car, your 6 fucking cars that are fucking blocking your driveway. That's bullshit. I want to fight somebody whenever I see some shit like that. And my dog obviously wants to fucking bite somebody's ass whenever he feels like we're being threatened. So shout out to my dog, Presley. I love you, boy. Every time I get a chance, I'm going to shout you out on the podcast. Road Dogs for life. Oh, and he just turned 9 years old. Happy birthday, boy. Love you, boy. You're the best dog in the world. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, okay. So I haven't done that many shows, like live performances. I want to say I've done maybe 4. I've done an open mic at Riverside. I've done a show in Palm Springs. I've did like a pool party shit for this one girl. Not a pool party, but like a party where it was like an empty pool. I did that. Is that it? 3? No. Oh, in the show in West Covina. So yeah, that is 4. I think that's like the only 4 shows that I ever did, right? But while I was doing those shows, oh, and shout out to these dudes. I don't even know their name. They should have got my social medias and shit like that. But there was like 2 dudes that came up to me while I was in Palm Springs, and they're like, "Yo, Serbs, we fuck with your music, man. Like we've been to like all your shows, and we came all the way out here to Palm Springs to see you." And they must have known Chava, because Chava got me that show at the time. Because they didn't. I have no idea who the fuck these people were. I never seen them again after that. But they were basically like, "Yeah, man, this is dope. You're awesome." But they came up to me. They didn't come up to him. So they didn't go up to Chava Styles. They came up to me and they're like, "Yo, you're dope. We came all the way to see you. You're awesome. This and that." And I was just like, "Damn, nigga, what the fuck? This shit is awesome, bro." So one of my shows, the pool party, I forgot. It was like a Fuck Faces cookout somewhere in Riverside. This dude, there was a couple people who recorded on an actual professional, like not professional, but like on a Sony camera. Like 2 people recorded that whole set. And I told these niggas, yo, at the show, send me the footage of the performance. And they never did. I had to ask them like 2 more times. They never did it. So fuck you niggas who recorded my performances that I asked to send me and you never did. You Levi's are fucking lame and y'all get this L. Take this L, Starboy. Cause you fucking Levi's have gotta be shitting me. Like, if you spend like $2,000 on a camera to record performances that you never post on social media or send to the artist, it's a whole L. It's a whole L360, bruh, because you're wasting your money and your time, and you're wasting other people's time as well. So I call that an L360. Send me my footage or I'ma block you. If I see you and I ask you to fucking send me my footage and you at my show, I'ma tell the homies, don't let this fool record my shit. Cause he didn't know how to fucking send this shit before. So all you assholes who with your fucking little cameras and you fucking secretly beating off to footage you never sent to artists, you liable to get your camera thrown on the floor and crushed because you disrespecting. And I'll pay for that fucking little ass camera too if fucking you call the cops on me, because I'm a G-ass nigga and I don't snitch. I fucking play the streets the street way. So if you want to do it like that, we could do it like that. No problem. Got you. Let's get to something else. Something else was on my mind today, and it was Benny signs with Snoop Dogg, Def Jam. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Benny the Butcher over here signing with Def Jam, bruh. Isn't that crazy, bruh? I love it, bro. I love it. West Side Gun, he's doing his own thing with Griselda. Conway's got his own drum work label under, I think that's under Shady too. And then we got Benny, who's with Def Jam, bro. This is gonna be interesting. I think Benny the Butcher was on the Murder Music track with Snoop Dogg that I heard. Is it on the radio? I think I heard it on the radio. I've heard it a few times, a few different places. But that's dope, man. Shout out Benny the Butcher. I seen him for the first time at Apartment 4B in June of 2017 when they did the pop-up shop in LA for the first and only time. Or actually, no, that was they did it maybe 2 or 3 times already, but for sure the first time. But yeah, I seen Benny smoking a blunt, and he didn't look like he was getting high. He looked mad as fuck. I said, damn, this fool scary right here. He's like smoking a blunt, and he looked mad as fuck. He looked like he in the middle of Buffalo, New York on a corner or some shit like that, right? So shout out Benny. Snoop Dogg, creative director over there. I hope Snoop, Snoop's already coming out with great music. I just feel like he's got to sign more artists from the West Coast, such as me, Snoop, Uncle Snoop. Come on, dog. You got big sirs right here waiting for, bro. I'm at the plate right now. I'm fucking tapping home base with the fucking balo, dog, with the fucking baseball bat. I'm ready to start swinging. I'm ready to hit fucking grand slams out the park for the fucking tierra. Oh, and Snoop was on the Joe Rogan Experience. That shit was hilarious. We are never trying heroin. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, bro. You could always count on Snoop to say some dope shit, some funny shit, some real life shit, anywhere, anytime, in an interview, especially on the Joe Rogan Experience. They were talking about Tupac, Biggie, Death Row, the East versus West bullshit, his career, and it was just dope. I'll probably be able to recall a lot more of what they were talking about had I not got about 1,000 fucking ads on Spotify. Spotify, I'm not gonna upgrade to premium just for the Joe Rogan Experience. I think it's lame that Spotify just wants all the ad money that they can get from these artists and these podcasters, and they're kicking up the lowest amount of money for the streams. So Spotify, get your shit together. You're fucking up the whole flavor of the Joe Rogan Experience. Joe literally had to get Snoop Dogg on the Spotify fucking channel just so they could see views on their shit, on Spotify shit, bro. Not Joe Rogan, because he's good as fuck. I'm talking about Spotify seeing numbers, right? And it was just a great conversation. If you've never seen the Snoop Dogg on the Joe Rogan Experience, go watch it. It's hilarious. I'm about to watch it right now, stream it again, and get about 1,000 fucking ads on the channel because of that. There's also Dice Clay and Joey Diaz that I really like watching on there. And yeah, man, fuck Spotify. I'm gonna say it again. Fuck Spotify, bro. Go back on YouTube, Joe Rogan. VUDULUV. It's a voodoo love. It's a voodoo love. It is. It's a voodoo love. Come find my way, be out of space. I'm trying to find your happy place. VUDULUV is out now, everybody. We only got 36 copies for $33, bro. And I am not reprinting these, guys. Come on now. For all you people that are complaining about the prices, y'all not fucking mad at Jordan for the $120 shoes you're wearing. Y'all not mad at your bills when you gotta pay them. Bruh, this album, VUDULUV, literally took me 3 years to make. I ain't putting this shit out for free. Come on, bruh. What you think this was? So if you want to listen to VUDULUV, you gotta pay big service at PayPal.com if you wanna listen to the VUDULUV. That was a crazy album to make, guys. I made that over the span of my cousin's bullshit, getting kicked out, being sent to my grandma's, coming back and finishing it here at Palace 81. From the trap back to Palace 81. It was strenuous, bro. It was really hard to make. I put a lot of my heart and soul. I lost myself and found myself again making that album. My favorite track from that album right there has to be maybe Urban Healing, because I dedicated that one to my special girl. Maybe Urban Healing or Waffle House. I really like Waffle House because the sample for Waffle House, I got it out of a 45 at Sonido de Valle in East LA off of Soto. And I knew from right there, I was like, oh, I found the loop. That shit was hard, bro. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh, you niggas fucked up, bro. I'm about to go in on this shit, cuz. And then we made it. We rocking and rolling and locking and loading, my nigga. And compared to my other albums that I made, it was just different. The whole process was different. What I went through was different. It was really like My Good Kid, Mad City. Because I think Absol said that it took Kendrick 6 years to make that, bruh. That's crazy. I feel him on that one because VUDULUV, you know, I made like Anna from VUDULUV. I made The Dog on Riverside Drive was gonna be on VUDULUV. There was a bunch of different pieces of work that got cut from VUDULUV and got made into something else. So buy a copy of VUDULUV. It's PayPal only for right now. If anyone has a problem, they need Cash App or something, let me know and we'll get that set up for you guys. And every copy of VUDULUV comes, every physical copy of VUDULUV purchase comes with a free digital copy that I personally will send to you so you can listen and stream and download wherever you at and listen to at your leisure. Get at your boy Big Serbs at Instagram, Twitter, all capitals, SERBS_, and then Instagram, it's Evil Emperor Serbs. If you don't know how to spell Emperor, I'll give you the whole thing. EVILEMPERORSERBS. Evil Emperor Serbs at Instagram, the app, right? Right. And I'd rather work alone, you know? I'd rather, I don't know, the whole music making process for me is just different. I'm not one of these people that needs a feature for every song. I'm not somebody who's nitpicky about who I work with. I just have my own way of doing shit. And sometimes that don't rock with everybody, but that's cool, bruh. Because I'd rather work alone anyway. Most people don't have my mindset, and that's all right. We are not the same. And everyone's music process is gonna be different. So that's why on VUDULUV, it's only like 3 features out of the 14 tracks. And it's not like they're carrying them, like they're literally features. I bodied everything, bro. I bodied everything. And actually, I'll give Mufasa his props. I feel like he showed out. He showed me up on that Tulips track, bro. I didn't rap over. That's the only track I didn't rap over that I was meant to rap over, because there's the intro, Wuso, which is obviously a sample with the beat. There's FaceTime, which is just a beat, and then we have the last track, Tulips, is with my cousin Mufasa. He bodied both of those beats, and those are old songs too. You know what I'm saying? What is it? There's a few more things that I wanted to talk about, but I think I'll just move some of this other stuff for the next podcast. Yeah. Okay. Gas is too fucking high in Cali, bruh. The fucking gas, not the weed, not the yerba. I'm talking about gas is $6 in LA right now. Supposedly, I haven't been over there, but that is the word on the streets, that the gas is too high. It's $5, but I went over here to the Arco. It was about $4.13. So I don't know if it's just bullshit or propaganda, or it's only in some gas stations. And Chevron, I know for a fact, has the highest fucking prices for their gas. Like if they're pumping like, what is that shit? Adamantium in your fucking car? Like what the fuck, right? Last thing I'm gonna get to is the J Prince resolving all the rap beefs so far, right? So Drake and Ye have ended their beef on behalf of J Prince, supposedly. And I feel like it's just Drake worming his way out of all his beef and problems yet again. It's so corny how people find a fucking door to fucking walk through every moment they could. It's so crazy, bruh, how Ye gotta come out with this fucking video with J Prince talking about, I need Drake, I would like Drake to end the beat, and man, and like, what the fuck, Ye? You're supposed to be like, fuck that nigga Drake. He fuck Kim K. I'm coming with the K. Hit him in his fucking face. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to be animalistic about this shit, bruh. Cause it's not no serious shit. Pusha T done bodied Drake like 3 times in a row, bruh, with just the story of Adidon on his own shit. But here we go, Jay Prince fucking having to be Captain Save-A beef and shit over here. Just totally fucking up the whole wave of beefs that gotta go down between rappers. I'm not saying to let all beefs get out of control, because, you know, obviously, rest in peace to Young Dolph, bruh. He was murdered. They're saying Key Glock did it, but I don't know about that one, right? So let's just rest in peace to Young Dolph. I didn't listen to his music, or I wasn't that familiar. But you don't have to be all into an artist's music to pay respects, bruh, especially if they were murdered. So I'm not saying that rap beef should get out of control. I'm just saying let's keep it to diss records, bro. Because a lot of great records came out of that Drake and Ye beef, the Pusha and Drake beef, the Sean and Drake beef. All these beefs create great content. And I don't know who the fuck, I mean, Jay Prince's rap's bigger brother, but I don't know, I just think that's lame, bro. I feel like when you're just known for ending rap beefs, it's like, for what, bro? Like, do it behind the scenes. I don't know why you got to be in front of the cameras with a microphone. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't give a fuck about it, right? So, yeah, I didn't really have... I wish I could have ended on a stronger note. I'm just gonna go to something else real quick. China beats the U.S. for the fucking richest country in the world, bruh. China owns 68% of their money in real estate. That's fucking insane, bruh. That's goals as fuck. China, what the fuck? I needs me a piece, bruh. I've been to China before. They got more KFCs than fucking people out there, bro. They love that Kentucky Fried Chicken, boy. I tell you that. You know what I mean? I really hope we don't start a war with these motherfuckers, especially with their alliance with North Korea, because them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about nothing, right? This Alzheimer's vaccination is what the fuck is up, bro. There's studies showing that reversing memory loss in mice that were tested with this Alzheimer's vaccine, that's big, bro. My grandma has, I think my uncles were saying that she's getting dementia, she's forgetting shit like that. So I'm really interested in this. I really want to donate to research when this shit pops off, you know what I mean? Because that's something close to home, bruh. I would hate to live my life and at the end of it just start losing all like fucking like my son's, you know, birthday parties and losing sacred memories that I have, you know, because memory's a big deal to me, bro. I remember shit. I don't forget nothing, bro. I remember everything. Everything. Avatar, the Last Airbender live action show. No thanks, bruh. The live action movie sucked, bruh. Let's just keep it animation. Let's keep it. Do not mess with my cartoons. Invader Zim, Jimmy Neutron, The Fairly Odd Parents, Avatar, The Last Airbender, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball Z. Don't make live action shows of them. Just make it the best you can with the animation. Shout out to NC on the Sip and Burb track. We put Goku. I put Goku, Super Goku versus Kid Buu. One of the greatest fights ever on the Dragon Ball Z show. And with that, I'm closing this thing. We signing off. Shout out to all the listeners out there. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is the Gods Hour.
Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to fill the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. He wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.